Hi, I am very honored to be here at this third War Council among so many distinguished speakers. And as I listen to people talk today, I'm beginning to realize that we're all moving toward the same thing. We all want liberty and freedom and choice. And today I'm going to try to go beyond that a step further to providing choice and options. I only have a few short minutes to speak, so I will move ahead quickly. The title of what I want to talk about is Healthcare Crisis Prompts Software Giveaway, and I'm subtitling that Providing Tools and Options and Solutions for Self-Health. My name is Sharry Edwards, and I run an Institute of Bioacoustic Biology and Sound Health in Ohio. That is my very esoteric-looking picture. I can be a real hard-nose when I need to be. When someone interferes with the research that we're doing at the center, we do occupy all 3 floors. We teach classes. We have a clinical operation. We have a studio up front. Please drop by and visit. Although I love the idea of a war council, I am just not a fighter, although I want to support those people who are fighters and need to do that. But I'm very solution-oriented in what we have found, and we want to be able to support these ideas of sound health and self-health and responsibility for your own health. What we have learned here at the center, and it deals with a question that Foster Gamble asked today in his opening presentation. Is there a fundamental pattern of everything? And we think we have found that pattern. It is math. And there is a math matrix hidden inside your voice. Not really hidden, it's just there. We just know how to interpret it now. And just like the people who deal with string theory say that everything is made of infinitesimal little strings, but they don't know how that gets made, we have taken that step further. We know how to control those strings. We're looking at, I think we're looking at the RNA, which is how the body keeps the pattern, when DNA is the originating pattern. And I think we have just tapped into that by tapping into the brain waves that control the body, which are frequency. The brain speaks math. People are beginning to pay attention to what we do. And I've just flipped forward too many pieces here. People are beginning to pay attention. A lot of people in high places are beginning to pay attention to what we do. People who are doing research, people who want to be supportive of the idea of health freedom. This is Dr. John Apsley. He's written a book called The Regeneration Effect, and he is taking his message on the road that we don't have to be bogged down with these chronic degenerative diseases. We can undo that, and we're going to be traveling with his group to help people use some computer programs to be able to look at their body, predict what's going on, and see what needs to be attended to. Dr. Apsley says Sharry Edwards' work defines and demonstrates the unifying field theory that defied Einstein. That is pretty incredible. And we've done lots of research, have lots of articles, have a journal. You can tap into that by going to our website, soundhealthoptions.com. We can't talk about much of that today, although I'd like to, because we only have a few minutes to be together, and we want to talk about health. So what do we have in our health care today? And I know I'm preaching to the choir. This is just a reminder of what we're going to look for solutions for today. We have inflated costs, inflated insurance costs, inflated drug costs. We have standards of care. One size fits all. That is not true, and it doesn't work. Forced vaccinations, dictated mandates, rationed care, irrational health care, oblivious lawmakers. They didn't even read the Obama health care bill before they signed it. Pelosi wouldn't let him. Threatened pandemics. And most of all, we lack choice about our own bodies and what we want to do with our own bodies. Even the medical profession is joining in this, I don't want to say fight, in this, I'm losing words here, in this need to go beyond what we have and not fight it, but put together a better system. Health should be individual. Health is individual. Health care should be individual. And standards of care, while needed to protect us from unscrupulous medical providers, is an attempt to save money by treating us all the same. Many doctors are coming forward to speak about this lack of health in health care. And what I bring to you today is an idea about how to absolutely individuate health care by finding the pattern, the individual pattern of who you are, and then beginning to look at that. Now, what do we really want in health care? Would you like to be able to jump online and within a very few minutes know why your retina detached, plus ascertain the nutritional root cause? That happened. That's a real case. And it happened to somebody in the audience today. Or you feel tired and dizzy and can't seem to pull yourself together. An online appointment results in the answers of what you need to improve your health. Is that appealing? And that also happened to somebody in the audience. And the answer was inability to use iron and magnesium. Would you like reversals of vaccination damage? Predictive evaluations that tell us what kind of diseases you may be open to? Would you like freedom and liberty and choice? Would you like holistic body wellness? And not just H-O-L-I-S-T-I-C, holistic, but W-H-O-L-E. To look at the entire body at once. That is available now. The reversal of macular degeneration, MS, Parkinson's, gout, migraines. Look at our website. The articles are there. The research is there. Look on YouTube under our name, Sound Health, and you'll see the profiles of doctors who are working with us. There is a 3-part series called Miracles of Non-Medicine of the doctors that are working with us to help reverse autism and Alzheimer's and heart disease. And we've set up screenings for cancer and immune systems and toxins. We can do blood work without sending your blood into the labs. I have to put a disclaimer here because we can't do blood count and we can't do pH. But the rest of the information we can probably get for you. We can help release people from the ravages of stroke. Look at our YouTubes. We can reveal allergies via the voice, and we have a free program to do that. We can provide fertility support and actually show you when a real labor is going to start so you don't have to guess. We have a way to do global health response to these threatened pandemics and a way to do safe space travel to keep the body intact. So these people who are supporting this idea of there's too many people on the planet and we can't get them off the planet because we can't do space travel right, we have a way to help with that. So what we have and what we want is prompting us with an idea that will support affordable health care, that will support individualized attention, support freedom and ownership of our own bodies and our minds, a way that we can look at our leaders with integrity. We can take care of this idea of rationed health care. We can go beyond it. We can provide choice and options, and we can help you put health before money, although everybody having the money they need is going to be part of this also. We've been doing this research for a couple of decades. We have turned in some research projects to the National Institute of Health, and this is just 2 of the issues, 2 of the critiques that they gave back to us among about 20 for a project that we submitted to them about looking at Parkinson's disease before it ever manifested and to take care of it. The National Science Foundation, this is a critique about voice analysis. It says the premise that adult vocalizations could be used to analyze not only the epidemiology but the taxonomy of a biological weapon is a powerful anti-terror weapon, enabling a host of remotely located options for containment and treatment. Now, we have already provided frequencies to the public as an antidote for Corexit and Gulf spill and dengue fever and swine flu and Gardasil and bird flu. Those are on our website. The frequencies are there for you to use. Another thing that they said to us, voice analysis has the potential for non-invasive and inexpensive detection of physiological states. This would certainly have dramatic impact across the healthcare system. It could be more specific, more robust, and predictive. Yes, it can, and it already is. So that leads us to the healthcare system we have is not providing for our needs, and we have ideas to put computer programs, free computer programs, into your hands along with classes and provide you with a way to learn more about this and set up community centers so that you can provide information to your family, your friends, your community. Because what is going on now, our sick care system is not meeting our needs, not even our basic survival needs. This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Our physiological needs, wholesome food, good water, pure air, feel safe, not feel threatened. These first two steps, we are being threatened in every way. GMOs causing us to be ill, genetically modified foods, tainted foods, additives, preservatives. We don't have good water, fluoride, bleach in the water, the government taking over the water and saying it's theirs and you can't even have a well. This idea of Fukushima and what's happening with our air, and it's getting into the cattle and the meat and the milk. So our physiological needs are not being met, and the government's lying to us and not telling us what's safe and what isn't. Even though they're charged with that duty, they're putting money, lobbying, before our needs, our health. If any of you have ever listened to Jack Abramoff talk, he was a lobbyist. He spent time in jail, and he told how he was able to put congressmen in his pocket and have them vote for whatever he wanted them to vote for. And even some of the congressmen that were on that video with him, and it was a 60-minute interview, said that they didn't even read the bill. They didn't care. Abramoff told them to vote for it, so they did. We lack safety. TSA, when we go to the airport, this new law, this detention law that they can, and Homeland Security, they can break into your house. They can do whatever they want. Even though they've broken into houses, they've killed innocent people, they've killed innocent pets, they've broken into the wrong houses. We don't have that safety anymore. Our social needs are being stomped on. There was some people, I think it was in Utah, 10 people were meeting for a Bible study, and they broke in on them and said, you're not allowed to have this meeting without permission from the government. We're not allowed to socialize in the way that we want. We are being deemed as domestic terrorists if we speak out in a group in a way that the government doesn't like. And so that leads us to esteem needs, and they're also beating on those. And I'm talking about the government, Big Pharma, F-A-R-M-A, and Big Pharma, P-H-A-R-M-A, and the banks and the economic system. They're taking away our houses, our cars, our jobs, not leaving us with a lot of room for self-esteem. So that we cannot self-actualize. We can't begin to grow and be and move forward. Now, Bruce Lipton, in his book, Biology of Belief, says if a cell is sick and tired and stressed, that cell cannot grow and thrive. And it can't be part of the entire body communication system. And I think that's what's happening to us. Each of us are being attacked so that we can't be part of the whole. We can't contribute to the change. Well, I want to offer solutions to that. We are giving away free software, free classes for you to create a community of health for the people, by the people. We've already done 4 classes already. Nano Voice, which is a personality profiler, a nutrition profiler, the class and the software is being provided to you, because we can't depend on our food supply to give us the nutrients that we need. And the wonderful thing about the nutrition profiler is that it can tell you your nutritional needs, and then in a combination tell you what the lack or too much of that nutrition is going to cause down the road by way of stress in your body. Post-traumatic stress disorder, because our returning soldiers are not being taken care of. And the one that we just did yesterday, radiation, exposure, and rescue. These are just 3. There are more that we are going to be doing, and I'll give you more of that list in a minute. This is the Nano Voice, the first one that we did. This is beyond that wonderful movie, The Secret, because The Secret tells you how to get what you want. What we tell you is what you really want, because a lot of people don't know what they want. Do they want their neighbor's wife? Well, the neighbor wants his wife. So who should get the wife? We've got to be careful about what we really want, and we've got to be careful about all of those oughts and shoulds. This is up online right now at www.nanovoice.org. It is for view, the 2 hours, and the software. We're going to put it on YouTube very shortly. We don't know who to trust, and we have a right to know who's lying to us, who's being straight, what is their intention. You can use this on your own. What are your own challenges? Who are you really? This can provide a glimpse into that world. The second one, the nutritional consultant, because our food's being poisoned, tainted, irritated, and they refuse to let us know which foods have been adulterated. This was done on December 3rd. It will go up on YouTube soon. One of the things you can do with this and with the little Nano Voice is see what you're allergic to. We have several classes about that in just using vocal prints. 3, post-traumatic stress disorder. This was open to the public. We did this on December 17th because we don't believe the government is taking good care of our returning soldiers. They're being ignored, rationed, over-medicated, neglected, warehoused. And we have found 8 things that are consistent to almost every case of PTSD, and we've found 8 proteins that are in the brain for people who have traumatic brain injury, and we're able to help rebalance those. Radiation exposure. They have changed the safe levels. Regulations are being screwed with. They're not telling us correctly what is going on. And just in December, there was an article published in the International Journal of Health Sciences attributing 14,000 deaths in the United States due to Fukushima nuclear disaster. We have papers about this posted on our website. Please visit us, and I'll give you that address later. Number 5, Parkinson's. Actually, these are self-signaling diseases because what has been done by a very large big pharma, F-A-R-M-A, is that they have tried to make their seeds impervious to Roundup, and they've taken out taurine and glutathione. And those glutathione in particular is what makes the body cells talk to each other, makes the brain communicate with the muscles and the nerves. They are putting money before health. We're not even allowed to know what we're eating. We should recall these people who are voting against us and putting us in dire health situations. Number 6, countervailing the season, forced flu shots. We want to help counter the effects. From a show I just did yesterday, 2 people got in touch with us about after the shots they couldn't breathe. And we can show you which shots are causing that and what's happening to your body when they give you pertussis and Gardasil. And also how Gardasil is targeting populations of rural America and inner city poor to cause infertility. I don't know exactly when that class is being held. I think it's January 17th. I can't remember, but check our office and we can give you the schedule, or just check our website, soundhealthoptions.com. So these are the ones that we are providing now: NanoVoice, nutritional consultant, radiation exposure and rescue, Parkinson's, and countervailing the season. Other ones that we intend to provide to the community in this giveaway is biohazards, dealing with chemtrails, and you heard one of your presenters talk about that today. Biodiet. We just finished up a project on Parkinson's. Our next one is going to be on leptin and adiponectin and how the hypothalamus regulates weight and how that deals with the adrenal systems. Allergies, putting together classes on how to tell if you have allergies. Inflammation, fatigue. I should talk about inflammation in a few minutes. We found out that a lot of disease has inflammation as its core, and we've talked about this to several doctors. One just wrote a book about inflammation and how it is part of the disease process. Clear up the inflammation, you clear up pancreas problems, liver problems, joint problems, mental problems. So cancer biomarkers, we just did a program about that. Looking at your cholesterol, looking at your insulin resistance, we have 2 frequency sets that now can provide insulin through sound. Looking at Alzheimer's, digestion, we have about 50 programs in all that we are going to share with the public. Now, why are we doing this? Well, one, somebody has to, because there has to be change. And without options, without hope, there's not going to be any change. So we put a program together to share with you. We want to provide hope. We want to provide choice. To facilitate change, we must get rid of fear. We must provide safety. Because we want to provide a nurturing society, not a fearful society. And to create a better system for all of us, to take this to your community to provide simple tools and solutions for self-health and to support the basic needs of life. If they're going to taint our basic needs, we need a way to clean them up. So we are offering the NanoVoice, countervailing the seasons, Parkinson's, radiation, nutrition, PTSD, and we're providing a program called Abacus that helps choose the stress points in your body. Using these 6 programs, you will be able to provide assessments and information about health and wellness to yourself, your friends, your clients, your patients, your community. It's easy. It's a matter of punching buttons, and the computer provides the reports. And this can be done via the phone or the internet. If anybody wants information about that, you can write to me at sharryedwards@gmail.com. We can provide options and choice by setting up community response centers so that if there is something let loose on your community, some kind of pathogen, threatened pandemic, we can look at those vocal prints and we can create a frequency antidote. All you need to do this, if you already have a computer and printer, is a microphone, and you can get one for about $25 and set up your own business, set up a way to help your community. This is not a hard thing to do. Health for the people, by the people. With a little bit more training, we have a week-long course. You can reverse the damage that has happened. If someone has tremors, then you can look at B5, for instance. That's one of the biggies about why people have tremors. They can't process B5. So we provide that help and support to you to help you reverse the damage of the people that are around you, the people you want to support. You can provide solutions. We have created a biocharger that you can charge water and give people what they need by frequency. We've already proven we can change pH and purify water. We want to provide you the schematics so you can build this equipment for yourself to create the things you need when your medications become rationed, when your water becomes tainted. You can make a difference with these simple steps. Set up a community response center, provide assessments and information, help reverse the damage, become a leader, a trainer for your community, and learn to use this biocharger. And we are handing you 6 free programs for you to get started. Classes are open to the public, these particular classes. The software is free. Tutors are being trained to help you learn and use this. We have classes on YouTube. We have classes every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, I should say, called Happy Hour on our site that teaches you to practice. We'll help you with marketing if you want to start this as a business. We'll go on local radio with you and say, this is what we're doing. We want to make a difference in your environment and in what is available to you. There may not be enough wholesome food, pure air, or fresh water to go around. But there certainly is enough sick people to go around. And we need to band together to help undo the sick to make a better world. These are some of the other softwares available: Medication Checker, Allergy Relief, Heart Tracker, Eye Watcher, Cancer Crusade, the Sex Factors, that was a fun one, Pre-Vaccination Risk Factor Testing, Sports Performance, Bloodworks, Alzheimer's Refrain, Insulin Resistance, Cholesterol Override, Maintenance and Repair to keep the body cells in good working order, Adrenal Burnout, Methylation Mapping, which is probably the most important program we have ever developed, and that tells us where the issues are in your body. Is it lack of detoxification? Is it lack of energy? Is it the inability of your DNA to replenish itself? What is really going on, and where do we need to start? Inflammation, where is it? Why do you have it? Is it allergies? Immune Rise, we can look at all of the genes from your immune system and see where the problem lies. The lawyer makes us say that this offer is experimental in nature. Thank you, Ralph. All issues are expressed in terms of frequency equivalence, so we can't say your zinc is low, but we can say your frequency equivalent of zinc is in stress. I don't hold myself out to be a licensed medical provider in any way, and I often say we're looking for data. If your client gets well, that's their problem. We would like for you to share the information you get. You have somebody who come in who has a heart issue. This is what you did about it. This is the nutrition. This was the result. So we can have a database that all of us can use. we have an offer. Our next class, which is January 23rd, 2012, this is a professional week-long course. In these little programs, you don't get provided any frequencies. But in a week-long course, you're taught to make formulas appropriate and individual for that person, and you're taught to do what we call sound presentation to reverse the damage. But whoever is participating in this War Council, we will provide you the equipment that goes with this course, the bioacoustic equipment, for this course at no cost. The course is $4,400 for the week. You can make that back in about 3 months. You can charge people $50 an hour or $50 a report, whatever you'd like to charge. But you can make your money back quickly, or you can just decide that you want to support your community. There is an application process. Not everybody is accepted into this course. You don't have to be a medical provider. You have to want to make a difference. It's a good trait that you're able to see unrelated events and how they move together. But if you're part of this War Council, you're part of the people who want to help make change, we'll try to make room for you in this class. You can also go to our site, soundhealthoptions.com. Go to our site for Guardians of the People, and this will tell you how to get involved deeper. We have a class once a month. We provide a software once a month for our people. We've given away probably 15 to 20 softwares, so you can read about it here and look at the class schedules. As I said, people in high places are taking note of what we're doing. This is a quote from William Crum, from the governor's appointee to the Ohio State Independent Living Council. He's also the father of Willie, one of our Sound Health clients. Willie was beat up in a very senseless gang beating, and we were able to help him stand up and move his arms again. He was a tetraplegic, paralyzed from the neck down, and he was in a coma for 1.5 years, and we helped bring him back. So Bill Crum says, I was a real skeptic at first. Bioacoustics seemed too good to be true. Just like some people are saying about the software group that we're giving you is too good to be true. To go on with what Bill was saying, after seeing the results they achieved with my son, however, I believe that sound health is on the periphery of the greatest discovery ever made concerning the treatment of the human body. So we want to help you take back your health, and we're turning it over to you by providing these first 6 programs that we think are the most urgent. Nano Voice, so you can see who's telling the truth and what their intention is. Nutrition, because of GMOs and tainted food. Post-traumatic stress disorder, because our soldiers need your help. Parkinson's, because GMOs are causing cell signaling problems. Countervailing the season, looking at flu shots, looking at Gardasil, because there are antidotes. If you want more information, please go to soundhealthoptions.com or write to me, sherryedwards@gmail.com. We want to make a difference in your life. We want to help you find your power, your emotional, your mental, your physical power. And with good and optimal health, you can find that power. Each of us can be empowered to find our own energy, and together we can change the world. We can stop the violations of our liberty. We can either stand by and watch, or we can get up and do. And we're inviting all of you to get up and do with these computer programs that you'll be provided absolutely free. Please join us.